Write the Independent College Funds of America, Box 2291, New York 1. Another sound citizen service of WABB.
16 past 11, this is Bouncing Bobby Darin.
Yeah, keep a walking. College keep a talking.
Bobby Darin. Oh, yeah. Swinging sounds from WABB at 18 past 11 o'clock. That's called Keep a Walking.
Well, 23 Skidoo and Rad Jazz. The first is Classic Day on WABB. The place to be is 63. Bang, bang, whop.
What are you, some kind of nut or something? It's 47 degrees outside. This is Bobby Sox in the Blue Jeans. An old Walt Disney song. It's called Zippity Doodah. Song number 40 from RFAT 50. It's 20 minutes past 11 o'clock. Swinging sounds from Bobby Sox and all them blue jeans. It's called Zippity Doodah. That's a pretty swinging song, don't you think?
Well, that's a very good question, and yes, I think, well, we have to, the thing to consider in a case of this sort is, well, generally, avocado.
I see. Thank you very much there.
Begin the new year right. Give your children the chance to grow spiritually as they grow physically. Make regular Sunday school attendance a part of their weekly schedule. Another sound citizen service of WABB.
21 minutes now past 11 o'clock here from Radio 1, especially for you. This is Marcy Blaine. I want to be Bobby's girl.
You're not a kid anymore.
When people ask of me, what faithful, faithful girl I wanna be Bobby's girl. I
wanna be Bobby's girl. That's Marcy Blaine here from WABB, a former pick hit of the week. It's 24 past 11.
WABB working 24 hours a day to entertain you.
WABB would like to call your attention to this week's fabulous 50-tune deck. As another service from your sound citizen, WABB, we have set aside our regular... Another sound citizen service of WABB.
Here's Clarence the Frogman.
I'm just a jealous kind.
Yeah.
Don't be angry if I see through each time we meet. I'm just a jealous kind.
There's Clarence the Frogman, Henry.
I'm just a jealous kind.
Just the jealous kind. It's 26 and a half now past 11 o'clock. Here's Clarence to say something.
Hi, my name is Klein Frogman Henry. I'm just a jealous kind because I got to listen to WABB, the giant in mobile radio.
All right, thank you there, Clarence.
Oh, you idiot, you.
Oh, shut up.
You always get the feeling of fun when you tune to the number one sound in Mobile Town.
Which is
WABB.
Paul's Probing the leader. 27 minutes now past 11 o'clock. Let's get real serious now. Our director has instructed me to play the following record. This is Peter, Paul, and Mary, a brand new WAB bonus. I'm going to settle down.
I'm going down that highway, going to another town. Maybe when I find what I'm looking for, then maybe I'll settle down. Why don't you help me, sister, and maybe I'll settle down. Why don't you help me, brother, stranger in your town. Help me, sister, and maybe I'll settle down.
Oh, that swings, doesn't it? That's Peter, Paul, and Mary, a brand new WAB bonus. It's destined to go a long way. It's 29 past 11 o'clock from Radio 1.
Help make the new year a bright and hopeful one for a needy child overseas by contributing to Save the Children, Box 120, New York 17, New York. Another sound citizen service of WABB.
All right, let's see what's happening over in WABB Action Control. First, with the facts. These are the top stories in the news this hour. Cuban prisoners are free to leave. 3 die in Alabama. More trouble from the Congo. It's 47 degrees in Mobile. Complete news and weather follow at 11:55 from WABB. The first word in news. Now, the last word in music.
I'm coming home, baby, now. I'm coming home. I'm coming home, baby, now.
Oh, baby, say you're coming home.
That's what I say I'm coming home.
Nothing's wrong.
The road is long, baby, now.
But you need to ride a phone.
I'm coming home and never more to roam.
Baby, tell me you're
Baby, I'm for sure coming home.
Bill Tormey.
I'm coming home.
I'm coming home, baby.
Coming home, baby.
Former Pick Hit of the Week from WABB.
I'm coming home, baby, now.
Ah, yeah. 28 minutes now before midnight. 47 degrees outside. This is the final few of the Chris Kelly Show.
Another star is calling you. We have a star test call from Los Angeles.
Now, stand by to win $1.48, a WABB exclusive Star Test.
Hi, this is Timmy Euro. How would you like to be a winner on Star Test?
Yes.
Listen closely. Here's my Star Test question. I had a hit called
The love of a boy
and one of the lines is
can change a girl.
to win our Star Test prize, you tell me the next line in that song. Mail your answer to me, Timmy Euro, at this great Star Test station. Thank you.
Send your answer to Star Test. WABC Mobile.
All right, 26 and a half minutes now before 12 o'clock. Big-hearted Chris Kelly's now going to give you a chance to figure out our Star Test puzzle. Here's Timmy Euro. Lovable boy.
And it's only for you, my true love.
Oh, yeah, there's my most favorite girl singer, Timmy Euro. Love of a boy. 24 minutes now before 12 o'clock, and as I explained earlier, one of our many listeners out there in Radio Land is a fan of Timmy Euro's also, and she sent in a big photo of Timmy Euro. And we here at WABB thought it was so good and so nice that we plastered it or pasted it right up here in front of the microphone. So all I have to do is look up right now, as I'm doing right now, look into those big brown eyes of Timmy Euro, and I can't even think straight.
Blindness takes no holiday. Courtesy might be instrumental in making a blind man's life happier. Mobility means everything to a man who cannot see. Please write Leader Dogs for the Blind, Rochester, Michigan, for complete information without obligation, or see a member of the local Lions Club. Another sound citizen service of WABB.
Stand by for the time and temperature from Action Radio.
Ready?
Go.
23 minutes now before 12 o'clock. Got it?
Check.
All right, 47 degrees outside in the breeze. Got that?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's the time and the temperature too from WABB.
Yeehaw, here we go, neighbor. This is Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, the Ballad of Jed Clampett, 22 before 12. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for the Robert Barron Show. Chris Kelly sitting in for a Sunday night session. We've had a lot of fun. Hope you have too. And until we see you again, you remember to smile. Makes people wonder what in the world you've been up to. Bye-bye, y'all. Love you. Action Central News next in sound. Cuban prisoners are free to leave. 3 dead in Alabama. More trouble from the Congo. Chris Kelly, WABB, Action Central News. WABB News. It speaks for itself. This news, a public service of WABB. Corsica, dense fog and a driving snowstorm have forced rescue parties to temporarily call off a search for the wreckage of a French airliner that crashed with 25 persons aboard. The severe weather dimmed hopes that there will be any survivors. Anniston police are seeking 2 bandits who held up a drugstore, wounded a clerk who thought the robbery was a joke, and fled with about $500. One gunman remained outside the store during the robbery, while the other robbed the store after wounding the clerk and grabbing an unidentified customer as a shield after the store owner had grabbed a pistol and fired once from the back of the store. Mobile, Special Agent Edwin Tully, in charge of the FBI office, says 2 men have been arrested who were wanted by area authorities. They were identified as John Calvin, 21-year-old Negro, and Felix Coleman Jr., an escapee from a Camp Loxley work detail. Mobile, a New Year's holiday accidental death count by WABB News shows at least 3 persons have died on Alabama highways. The count began at 6 p.m. Friday and extends until midnight New Year's Day, Tuesday. Havana, Premier Fidel Castro says relatives of freed Cuban prisoners can leave the island as soon as flights to Miami are resumed. But it appears there will be no quick resumption of such flights. Pan American World Airways said, "We can't even fly over Havana, so we're certainly not going to fly into there until everything is completely peaceful." Castro switched signals today after earlier saying relatives of the freed invasion prisoners could leave. Tokyo, Red China has warned that what it calls India's provocative activities may trigger a new flare-up in the border war. Radio Peking says India has violated the ceasefire by repeatedly going into territory from which red troops have withdrawn. New York City, the Green Bay Packers prove they are still masters of the National Football League by whipping the New York Giants 16-7. Each winning Packer got almost $6,000 for his effort as a crowd of 65,000 watched the championship game in cold and windy Yankee Stadium. Palm Beach, Florida. President Kennedy will spend this week conferring with key White House aides in final rounds of legislative planning before Congress opens January 9th. The chief executive and his inner council will probably be joined by other top officials, perhaps some cabinet officers, for talks on next year's domestic program. Mr. Kennedy plans to fly back to Washington January 8th, ending a vacation of almost 3 weeks in Palm Beach with his family. New York City, the 6th victim of the 2 confessed killers died today after 2 ex-convicts told police they committed a string of hold-up murders within 1 week. The 2 men told New York police they were responsible for the deaths of the merchants in 4 hold-ups in New York City and 1 in Massachusetts.
This is one of 24 award-winning Action Central reports heard today on WABB.
Begin the new year right. Give your children the chance to grow spiritually as they grow physically. Make regular Sunday school attendance a part of their weekly schedule. Another sound citizen service of WABB.
New York City, Labor Secretary Wirtz and the chairman of the strike-bound shippers disagree on chances for a quick end to the dock walkout that is costing up to $25 million a day in ports from Maine to Texas. Wirtz spent much of the day shuttling between separate meetings of shippers and dock workers union spokesmen. Elizabethville, United Nations Secretary General U Thant says the United Nations forces has successfully completed their drive against Katanga. The UN forces virtually destroyed President Dushanbe's air force and drove what was left of his troops into the bush country. Dushanbe himself is in southern Rhodesia, where he fled last night. Earlier, he vowed he would return and lead guerrilla forces against UN troops to the very end. Thant said in a statement issued at New York City headquarters that no action would be taken against Thant if he returned to Elizabethville. Chris Kelly, Action Central.
This has been WABB News. Independent and free to broadcast all the news.
Scanning the Great Gulf South from the WABB Weather Tower, we see fair through Monday with scattered frost. Northeasterly winds are expected 10 to 20 miles per hour. High tomorrow 60 degrees, low tonight 35. Currently winds are clocking the north at 10 miles per hour. It's 47. That's 47 WABB degrees. Sunday. 12 midnight.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just been the guest for another week of WABB Color Radio, broadcast from Mobile, Alabama. WABB operates on an assigned frequency of 1480 kilocycles with a confirmed power of 5,000 watts, 24 hours a day, as authorized by the Federal Communications Commission. Ladies and gentlemen,
good night from the staff and management of WABB. Truly, one of America's great radio stations.